All right, guys, I hate to break it to you. So I'm going to just be the one to say this. But if you're currently doing this and this is stuck in your mind that this is the only way to get weight loss done, you will never ever lose the body fat and lose the weight that you're really trying to lose. And don't worry, guys, I personally made this mistake. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, this took me a while to fully grasp and fully shift my mindset. But I'm going to share with you guys the number one key thing that I personally noticed that has been holding me back and affecting me from losing weight. And I know this for a fact is definitely hurting some of you guys out there watching this video. So a little backstory on me, guys. I used to weigh over 300 pounds. Now I'm currently at 225 and I'm still trying to drop a little bit more weight. But yeah, for me, especially starting my fitness journey, the number one thing, guys, that I failed to realize was holding me back and overall messing me up when it comes to my overall weight loss and fat loss journey, guys, was just the overall need to, for some reason, think that doing a whole bunch of cardio and HIIT workouts was the key for me to lose weight. So yes, guys, I'm going to tell you this right now. If there's just one thing, guys, you can take away from any of my videos moving forward, is that you guys need to stop overdoing cardio and thinking that cardio is the ultimate and only key way to lose weight and lose body fat. Guys, I'm here to tell you that is very, very, very incorrect. And like I said, guys, for me personally, this took me a long time to fully grasp and fully understand. And I had to learn this the hard way. So I want to share this with you guys so you guys don't have to go through endless hours of mindless cardio, wasting your time and energy on things that don't ultimately yield you your ultimate result that you're looking for. So for me, guys, when I first started my fitness journey and I first started trying to take my weight loss serious, I would spend hours in the gym doing hours of cardio. I can remember vividly, guys, I would literally go on a treadmill. Once I got into the gym, I would step on that treadmill and run for at least an hour straight. And when I mean run, I don't mean like run like a full sprint run, but I would jog consistently at a good, consistent jogging speed race, which for me was like a 4.0 to like a 4.5 miles per hour speed. So if any of you guys ever stepped on a treadmill and know that speed limit, you guys know that's a pretty decent speed, especially for a bigger guy starting out. And I was thinking to myself, if I just did hours of cardio, all that excess body weight and all that excess body fat would automatically drop down and I would just automatically look skinny. If I did this for like an hour every day, 5-6 days a week, I was thinking that there's no way in hell I wouldn't look skinny and look ultimately fit if I did this consistently. And ultimately, guys, that was the key that I realized was not going to be sustainable. Because for me, I was able to do this for like a week or two. And yeah, you're going to see a weight drop on the scale a little bit if you're doing it consistently, like jogging on a treadmill or doing some type of hour-long HIIT cardio for 2 weeks straight. But usually people fall off after the third week. I know for me, that was my case. After the third week, I literally had a burnout. I literally would burn out and I literally would dread going to the gym because for one, guys, my legs would start to cramp like crazy. I remember I would go home after doing that long hour cardio session. And mind you, I would still also lift weights after doing my hour-long cardio session. So just imagine that, guys, going to the gym, doing an hour of cardio, and then after all your energy is drained, finding some type of energy source to still lift weights after doing an hour of cardio. And I was doing that for at least 2 weeks, guys. And that third week, I remember vividly, I woke up one day and I literally couldn't get out of bed because my knees and my legs overall, guys, wouldn't move. Like it was just super stiff. It felt like somebody just shocked me with some electric static that I'd never felt before in my life, and I just couldn't move my legs for like a couple hours. And luckily it was a weekend, so I was able to stay in bed all day, which wasn't good ultimately. But guys, I'm trying to tell you, going to the gym and doing a whole bunch of cardio is not necessary and not really required to lose body fat and lose weight. Because I know ultimately most people are not trying to look like a super slim anorexic marathon sprinter. Most people that I've come across and a goal that I've personally wanted to achieve for myself was just to simply look lean and aesthetic and have a nice, healthy, muscular physique. So when I came to that realization, guys, I mainly prioritized lifting weights and eating properly. Because yeah, that's another thing that I noticed that I was telling myself subconsciously, and I know some of you guys are telling yourself this too as well, is that you guys think you can like out cardio or out train a bad diet. Guys, literally, if you guys know the stats, what you guys actually do in the gym only contributes to like maybe 20 to 30% of your overall weight loss and fat loss goals. The majority of what's going to make your body look better is obviously going to be your nutrition. So making sure that's dialed in number one and first and foremost is ultimately going to be the key. So whatever you guys heard about going to the gym, doing hours of endless cardio, doing hours of endless HIIT workouts. And for me at this point, guys, I guess because I don't want to say I'm advanced, but I'm so far along on my fitness journey. When I see bigger guys, especially do hours of treadmill work or hours of Stairmasters, or they do like, some burpee. I can't even, there's a whole bunch of crazy shit that I see at the gym. I see guys doing like, super crazy HIIT workouts, burpees, jumping jacks, jump ropes. And I'm telling myself, guy, if you really want to lose weight, you don't need to do all this extra shit. You just need to make sure you're eating high protein calorie deficit and also lifting weights. And if you do that consistently for a long period of time, You won't even realize it, but you're gonna start losing body fat and lose weight. And usually after like 2 months of doing it consistently, especially if you're a beginner, you'll start to see results pretty quickly just off doing that. The only time that you should be doing cardio, and the only time that I'm currently doing cardio now, is like when you're like almost 80% at your goal and you want to lose that extra 10 to 15 extra pounds, which is literally where I'm at right now. Because I'm currently, I would say I'm at like 70-80% of my goal weight, but that extra 10 to 15 pounds is why I'm doing cardio. But for me, guys, the majority of my actual weight loss transformation, I did no more than like 20 minutes of cardio. And I do have a watch, and I was tracking my steps throughout this whole journey, and I wasn't getting more than like 5 to 6K steps. So guys, you don't need to get 10K steps like most people preach. Yeah, it helps, but I know for most people, especially beginners who are really big and overweight, this is not going to be sustainable, especially starting out. So I just recommend you guys to really, really prioritize lifting weights, going to the gym consistently at least 4 to 5 days a week, and locking in on your nutrition. That is ultimately the key to seeing success when it comes to losing weight and losing body fat. So please, guys, like I said, if there's one thing you can take away from this video, completely throw away and discard the idea of doing hours of endless cardio is going to be the key for you. Trust me, it is not going to work for you long term. It's only going to make you suffer and quit your fitness journey when you don't see the result that you want, because you're going to plateau and you're going to binge. And once you binge, you're going to go back to square one. And then all that cardio you've done, it'll just be all for nothing. Think about this, guys. Just think about that. You slave in the gym doing hours of endless cardio, and you can literally evaporate and completely erase all that work within 1 to 2 days, usually on a weekend, Friday or Saturday, because people like to binge on Friday and Saturday, which is what I did. I would literally work out consistently, run, lift, and then Saturday and Sunday, I would just subconsciously overeat and fuck up my whole week's progress. So guys, please make sure you guys understand this.